Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on when you're waking up today. I'm going to be doing a tutorial for you today and showing you how to use some blending modes. So we're going to go right into Photoshop and get this thing started here. So we're going to go into Create New, and we're going to work 8.5 by 11 for the file size here. So we're going to go into letter size, 8.5 by 11. I'm going to go orientation, change the width so it's a more horizontal than vertical. So it's looking so good so far. So here's my screen. I am going to remove this area down here. So we're going to get rid of this area. So I'm going to close that tab group. And so now I've got this file. Now I'm going to go into my zoom, pull that up a little bit better. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to drag this file, this kind of the sky picture. So I'm holding the shift key and the option key. Actually just the option key. There we go. So I'm going to work about like this right now. Okay. Next what I want to do is I'm going to work with this pelican here. So I'm going to bring this picture in, click return. I have to rasterize this picture. And I'm going to be deleting the white area. Okay, and then I'm going to select this area as well to remove that. Now I can do anything I want to with this picture. I'm actually going to move it to here, and then I'm going to copy it. So I'm pressing the option key here. So now I've got two files that are about the same. What I want to do next is I'm going to flatten these two layers. And so I'm going to go merge layers. So I right clicked on it and then got the merge aspect on there. So now I've got these two pictures. I can add some other ones later, but this will be kind of a good starting point. Now it looks like I have some white inside the picture that's still showing up. So what I might do is just click on here and then select this piece as well, and then I'm going to go select inverse and then press delete, and that should have removed some of those excess little white spots on here. So now I'm going to delete this area, or deselect this area. So I've got my two images here. The next thing is, and this is where the blending modes come in, this is kind of cool. So we start working in here, and I'm going to try dissolve. Why is it not working? There we go. So now I'm starting to see what some of these do. So now we're starting into the overlay. So some of these don't work based on the pictures that are in the background. Some of them do. But you can see what's happening. So with each of these, something's going to be changing. Obviously this one's not going to work. Screen isn't going to work. But then I start getting into the overlay. Now I'm getting some pretty cool results in here. And so I'm going to go with, we're going to go with overlay for this one, and then I can change the opacity if I want to and move that down. So now I've got something going like this. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to pull this picture in. This is a lot smaller than I thought it would be. So we're going to go blow this up. If I had more time to do this demo, I would probably get a better image than this one because this one's a little bit too small. So I'm going to rasterize this, and then I'm going to go in here and click on all of these different options. Now some work, some don't. I might start with this one. I'm actually going to put this even behind this layer. And what I'm going to do is change the opacity so I've got something a little more like this. Now what I could even do is, if I'm comfortable with leaving these two pictures here, what I might do is select this area and select this area. So I held the shift key, so I selected both areas. And now I go into this area here for the second layer, and I'm going to delete that. And so what happens now is I've got this image that's showing up. The next thing is I'm going to pull, I don't want to pull this picture in. Now there's different ways to go about this. You can either click and drag, or you can go File, Place, click on Desktop, and then find the picture that you want to use. I've just got to figure out which image it was. I'm going to use the other one. I have no idea what it's named, so I kind of just have to find it. There we go. So I'm going to grab this picture. So hit return, rasterize it, and then I want to delete the background. So press delete. Deselect it, move this down, and now I can move this picture to make it a little bit larger, and it's up to you where you end up putting it. Now the problem is with this last picture, I've deleted it from this picture, so that's probably not the smartest thing that you can do. I'm going to go back in here and add the color overlay. Now what we do next, you can do anything you want to. I might go image, adjustments, hue saturation, but before I do that, I'm going to have to rasterize, because here's what's going to happen. When I click on it, I guess nothing. I guess I can't edit that one that way. So I'm going to colorize this. I want to make it more of a purple or blue. I'm going to go with more of a purple color for this one. Click OK, and now I've got this set. So this is kind of where I'm at with the blending modes. So I've got this image for right now. What we can do also is I can add another layer. I can add a gradient, which I'm kind of a fan of. And then I'm going to switch the colors. So it's black to white, 100%. And then I'm just going to hold Shift so it goes straight up. If I don't hold Shift, see what happens. So I hold the Shift key, and then I get something like this. Now it's not showing up because it's on the layer underneath it. So now I've got something here. If I want to, I can change the opacity so it lightens it a little bit. And now I'm going to go back in here. It's at 67%. I might go a little bit higher. So now I'm at 100. I can go into this picture, maybe change that in case I don't want it so bright. And so here's what I have. And so now I'm going to close these. And this is what I have right now for my blending modes design. So you can see some of the effects that you can do with it. It actually is super cool to be able to do this. Some pictures are going to turn out a lot better than others. Some are going to look really bad. And it's just kind of trial and error. So my suggestion would be try a couple of these. Try different pictures. I like silhouettes. Those are pretty good to use. Main images, big, large images with a big focal point. Those are great to look at and use, so you've got something that you can see easily. Sky pictures, nature pictures, abstract designs. You can create some shapes and add those in there, and those can give some pretty cool effects. In fact, I'm going to try that right now. So I'm going to go, just as I was about to be finished with this, I'm going to show you one last thing here. So I'm going to go back into my layers window, and then I'll be done with it. So now I'm going to go into the ellipse tool, and I am going to, that did not work. I'm going to try this again. Ellipse tool. Try that again. Why is it not working? Try it again. I swear it's going to work this time. There we go. Alright, finally. So now I'm in the right one here. I'm going to try this. So I'm going to make my circle here. Move this over. And if I move it the wrong way, just hit Command Z. So I'm going to grab this shape. I am going to rasterize this layer. I'm going to change this and see what happens here. And so now I can take this picture and move it anywhere I want to. I might even copy it, move it over here, and so you get some kind of cool effects here. So there we go. That's it. Thanks. So hopefully this works for you, and if you have some questions, email me or message me.